All right, we about to go live with 1090 Jake. Let's see if he's live. Boom, he's invited. See, I told you, motherfuckers, it was really him.
You can hear me?
Uh-huh. I told him it was really yo. There was 100 people in there saying it wasn't you. I knew it was, cuz I knew a bunch of other people that got big names.
I don't be on TikTok. My TikTok ain't busting like that.
That's what I said to him. So, Jake, the floor is yours, man. Like, I know you're hitting me up because obviously you feel some type of way about the video I put up, bro. All I did was speak my piece. I feel like I know you got ties, dog. Like, I'm not a dumb motherfucker. I'm 44. I've been around, Jake. I'm not a dumb cat. All right, so there's no doubt you're plugged in, right? So, but what I said was you plugged in out of the JIT camps down in Florida. You got put on when you was a youngster, when you did your first bid and all that. Right or wrong?
Right side. Let me correct that though. I didn't get put on in prison.
No, when you came out of the JIT camps, you did.
No.
All right.
The JIT camps are inside of prison.
No, I understand that, but when you got released, that's when you got put on after you did your first stretch, right?
No, I got put on as a teenager in high school.
Yeah, but a youngster regardless. You know what I mean? So I got it wrong.
No, facts. But like 16, 17, yeah. I went to prison when I was 18.
Down in Florida,
I was put out on the street.
On Florida.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. That's what I had said.
I grew up down in Florida.
That's what I said. I said his ties are down in Florida. You can watch the video, Jake.
But there's also a contradiction in what you just said. You said, you could have shown people you got it off the block and moved. That's why I came back up here.
But Jake,
so when I got out of prison,
brother,
I ain't had. Hang on, let me speak.
I'm gonna go ahead.
When I got out, I didn't have nowhere to go.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of going back to the same block, I came back up here.
No, I got you. That's
because I didn't know nobody. I didn't want to be broke. I didn't want to be all that in front of everybody's face that I used to know. So I came up here. That's when I moved to Dudley Street in Dorchester.
Yeah, but so why didn't you? There, but now I understand the fact, like if you're in the middle of that block, I understand why you didn't do it. But I felt like, the whole world's looking at you like you're a big blood dog. You got mentioned in the fucking YSL case and all that, Jake. Like, think about this shit. I know. How old are you, Jake?
You talking about the NLMB video?
Huh?
G Fredo and shit. You talking about that video?
The beef about when you was on, you did the no jumper shit, and you was on no jumper, and it was I forget who you was talking to, but it was brought up. You explained why you didn't report on the block because you lived there. You knew people from both sides. So you didn't report on it.
Yeah.
But I felt like the world's looking at you like you that dude right now, Jake. I'm just telling you from a big brother standpoint, bro. Honestly, I just want you to understand where I'm coming from. Honestly, bro, I watch every single one of your fucking videos since I seen you on 23-1 with Death.
All right, so check it out.
I watch you every single day.
We also have to go back on the timeline of these videos. Back when that shit was happening, you ever watch Trap Geek?
No.
Trap Geek is someone that does this. He does the same style of videos. He's one of the best to do it.
Okay.
He did the original video on them that made them go viral. I wasn't even doing that style of video at that time. My channel started off as a prison channel. I did one video on a bullshit rapper that had 8,000 followers that killed a store clerk, and it blew up, and that's how I started doing the rap videos. So when I said, I knew people that was already in it, there was already a video on YouTube with 1 million, 2 million views about their situation because someone did it first. I wasn't even doing that style of content. And then when I looked into it, it's like, man, I could actually do this video because I know dude that got killed right here. I fuck with dude that got killed over here. He got this name wrong, but at the same time, he got it wrong because he ain't from Round. You see what I'm saying? He don't know all the details because he ain't from Round. The gun that was used to kill Jit in a barbershop was found across the street from my fucking apartment. You see what I'm saying? The kid that had it got caught at the pizza place I was working at. But I wasn't even doing the documentary style videos at that point in time.
No, I get it, bro. My issue with the whole
there's a couple of variables as to why I didn't get into the actual thing. But now I'm in contact with Buddy's manager and everything. They're about to be getting sentenced soon, and we're gonna figure out the outcome of the case because all the paperwork is publicly available. I didn't even know how to get federal paperwork back when that shit popped off.
No, I hear you, bro. But my whole thing is this. If you're going to stand on what you are, and I get it, Jake. I'm 44, and there's no getting out of it once you've been in it. I know this from the other side of the coin, Jake. Trust and believe. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I'm respected out here for good reason, being a Caucasian. Now, Rhode Island ain't like some of the places in Florida or Chicago or shit like that. But I've been through the wars out here in the streets too, and I get it. And you stand on what you are, and you have no choice.
Everywhere gets busy. There's places that get busy everywhere.
You stand on what you are and have no choice. But Jake, you got such a big fucking platform, bro. And like that picture of No Jumper killed me. The one that's on my post, that shit killed me. Jake, how old are you? I gotta ask, bro.
I'm 28.
Yeah,
I'm 28.
I get it, bro. When I was I didn't slow down until I was in my 30s, bro. I'm telling you, dog. I'm just saying this because, Jake, honest to God, I fuck with you from the very beginning. I'm rocking with y'all. I watch every single video with my wife, dog.
What you're doing
scary is bad for the kids because you're 28,
when I talk to people, this is usually like the vibe. Like, yo, bro, like I've been fucking with you. So that's why I be wondering, like, as you say, as a 44-year-old, you consider yourself an OG in the game. You've been around. Right. Why wouldn't you hit somebody direct instead of trying to go and make a video that portrays a completely different image? Because one of my homies from Jersey follows you.
Yeah.
He follows you. Yeah. His cousin's Arsenal.
Yeah.
This the homie.
Who is it, Prince?
Our hood.
Yeah.
Our hood is tied into.
I already know who it is. Yeah, all right. Yeah. I know who
Our hood
I got his line.
Went out there and linked up with T. Rogers and them.
Yeah.
My sis personally knew another one of the big homies from Inglewood out there. I done been on the phone with these people.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, I done been talked to T. Rogers before he passed away. OG Red Rum, been talked to him before he passed away.
Oh, yeah. I was in the studio with Arsenal and his team like 2 years ago.
You don't got no. All right, one of my homies is his cousin.
Yeah, no, I get it.
That's what I'm saying. And he follows you.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
The homie from Jersey.
But at the end of the day, dog, my whole thing is I stand on what I said, Jake. I got a problem. I told you what it was.
And broke all this shit down.
But I told you what it was, bro. But you asked me, why wouldn't I hit you direct? How the fuck I'm supposed to hit you direct when every one of you young motherfuckers get bougie on motherfuckers? You know how many people I've tried to hit direct, Jake? It's not that I don't want to. I didn't think you would respond to me. That's why I never thought in a million years this would ever fucking happen. I told everybody, yo, Jake's gonna come. Jake's coming. Everybody was saying, I said, that motherfucker is not gonna waste his time talking to a motherfucker with 50,000 followers when he's doing what he's doing right now. I said, he's never gonna talk to the gatekeeper. Never. And here he is.
But see, I feel like that shit's lame because a lot of people be like, yeah, he ain't gonna respond, and other people are like, nah, you gotta respond, and they want to create a hype. Versus when you just get on the phone regularly, like, yo, what's good? Let's.
But honestly, on some real G shit, Jake, I can respect it because of how you responded, and this is what grown motherfuckers are supposed to do, Jake. Like, it took me a long time to fucking open my eyes and put the fucking the rag down and walk away from things. You're never ever untied, no matter what, Jake. You got so much good shit going for you, bro. That seeing you with that picture broke my heart, youngster. No bullshit, man. My son's 21 years old. I got a daughter, 26. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, that shit broke my heart. Not that you're still... Bro, the whole world don't need to see that. It would have looked just as flossy with you with that chain, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just broke my fucking heart.
What generation, like, what time period was you, like, on your shit?
Probably, I'd say 95 through 05.
And you was all in the club scene. So you was in the brawls and the bullshit, right?
All that shit.
So you know how that shit goes. So when you was talking about me and Pino, right?
Please. Oh God, I forgot all about it. Please.
Let's break it down.
Please.
Right?
That shit breaks my heart too.
This is how I viewed the entire situation.
How the fuck did you get rolled on and you supposed to have people around? Jake, you're too big not to have people
because
around.
Because I didn't get rolled on. I stood out there for 40 fucking minutes.
Yeah, but with fucking another person in the car.
I went on live and told him to pull up. He in the back parking lot.
He had a weapon, bro, allegedly. You know what I mean? Allegedly.
Allegedly, right? That's what he said, right?
Yeah.
Now, if I had just boomed him on the block, I know every camera on this block.
Yeah.
I'm gone. It's over with. But
that
not only that, you brought your homie and somebody else with a fucking camera on. So you got a camera crew. So if I brought anything with me, I'm out of there. Because you know what? You know what them gangsters can do? Oh, she was recording and she ain't no gang. She is civilian, so she's allowed to snitch.
The way I feel about it.
I hit him with something, I'm out of there.
Yeah.
I get caught with something, I'm out of there. Let's fade.
Yeah, but then
I didn't notice
what happened after that though. Like I don't want you to put your information out there, but dog, if you doing it the way you doing it, That should have never been let to ride.
That's why I told him to put out the entire video. The entire video never got put out.
You don't have the video?
It never shows. It never. Nah, I didn't record nothing.
What the fuck I'm recording
for? Nah, I never had it. I never recorded it.
Well, I never seen the whole video, evidently, because he never put it out.
That's the thing. No one ever seen the whole video. You never see him get back into his car, and that's what I explained on No Jumper. Is he tried to jump into his car because when I'm standing there and I realized my shit split.
So what you're saying is you got the best of the situation. He just didn't show that. Is what you're saying.
The best of the situation, I mean, obviously not, because if whatever was allegedly produced, you don't really have the best of the situation in that sense. But did I stop? Fuck no. He jumped in his whip. I ripped the car door open. He jumped on top of his boy in the driver's seat and started screaming for him to do something. So, there's all types of elements that were involved that don't necessarily need to get brought up, but shit went how it went.
Those are the things that broke my heart.
So
Jay.
I'm an emotional situation, you got a group that had to go above and beyond, and in the other situation, you had one motherfucker that was ready to ride out. And if you've been incarcerated, which I'm sure you have in 44 years, you grew up in the fucking streets, you know what time it is. If you get put in the dorm with the ops and you don't got no weapon, you might be able to grab a broomstick if they haven't already. You still got to rock out. You still got whatever. You get hit with a lock, you get poked, whatever. You still got to do something. You can't just fucking bang on the glass. So that's how I viewed it.
You don't want to hit
and that's why all the repercussions and bullshit after that, everybody's like, nah, it wasn't no fair. Nah, it wasn't this, it wasn't. And then they try to hype the rematch. Well, if you allegedly use something, it would never be that. And then I put out the video of him being a full-blown rat. I'm not finna.
That's the thing that kills me about it.
I'm gonna be in the feds for the next 100 years if he gets a head scratched on his fucking head. I don't even gotta do nothing. He allegedly went to the gun range and took a video, and now he's facing 30. Grown man.
Jake, my thing is, hey, dog, I'm a real dude, man. I ain't no sucker. My apologies, dog, but I felt that way, dog. I'm being honest with you, especially with that Pinot shit, because I felt like, what the fuck, man?
I'll say this. I can't tell you
like that.
I can't tell you how to feel. You feel me?
No, I hear you.
I can't say you wrong. I can't say you wrong for your opinion, but I'm gonna pull up and talk about it. You feel me?
Oh yeah, I appreciate the fact you did that, dog, because everybody fucking ducks the shit. People will let the narrative become anything it wants without fucking saying a single word about it, and they just leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? I didn't expect you to respond, especially if I hit you personally. Like, you know what I mean? I got a lot of friends in the industry and shit like that. I know how it is.
I got one question for you, though. I got one question. You gotta answer. You gotta answer. What the fuck part of Rhode Island can you get to Boston in 25 minutes?
You motherfucker, bro. Why does everybody want to know that? Why does everybody want to? Yo, Jake.
Fuck out of here.
No bullshit, bro.
Minimum like 45, 50 minutes.
No bullshit, bro. All bullshit aside, out of that video got 300,000 views, bro. And I swear to Christ on everything I love. I swear on everything I love. The biggest question the entire time and the biggest problem anybody had with anything was the fact that you could not get to fucking Boston in 25 minutes. I promise.
You know how that traffic be busting? That shit's major. Let me just break it down. Right? Especially if we trying to go to Wonderland or some shit, it's going to take a little minute.
No, dog. All bullshit aside, Jake, all bullshit aside, I just want to break it down. It's a fucking figure of speech to all you cats from fucking Boston that are now pissed off at the gatekeeper because I said 25 fucking minutes. I have all of the being on me right now over it. Like, everybody from Boston's pissed.
Everybody
like,
trying to find out which way are you taking?
It's a euphemism. It's a fucking figure of speech. I know that shit. But, Jake, being from Boston, you know damn well, back in the day, Boston and Providence, all through the 90s, the early 2000s, bro, y'all motherfuckers from Boston used to come down here and catch wreck. We would have fight cats from Boston every weekend.
This is the thing. This is the thing, though, is I don't really know. I was born in Malden, right outside of Boston.
Oh, I see.
I got family from all over the place, from fucking Revere, Medford, Malden, Dorchester, Southie, all over the place, right? Yeah. But for me, I moved to Florida when I was 13. So it's like, I don't really know about all the Boston shit. I'm not tapped in with all the Boston shit. When I came up here, I didn't have the intentions of tapping in with the streets up here because that wasn't my fucking prerogative. Like, I'm not trying to fucking get out of prison and then just jump into this street shit up here. It didn't make sense. And then once I blew up on YouTube, I mean, bro, not for nothing. Like,
I got a question for you now.
What's good?
Can you please explain the fucking name to me? Because everything I know about the streets, and maybe gangbang is different now, and the names and how you get your names and everything, but up here in the Northeast, the Jake is a cop, and 1090 on the West Coast is set tripping. So
no, that's the East Coast.
That's the East Coast. Is that what it is? I knew one of them was something like that. So how does explain to everybody what that means? Because I heard that shit 1,000 times, dog, from people. They say it all the time.
Nah, facts. So my name is Jacob.
No,
Jake is short for Jacob. So it's like that's obvious right
sense.
there. Jakes or the Jakes, whatever, it's a stereotype for the police because police are majority white. So that was a stereotype that was created. 1090 is old UBN lingo for set tripping. So, you know, the specific hood I was tied in with, GKB, Shine, we them set trippers.
Oh, I get it.
You feel me? So it's just, but for me, my personal life story, when I was in prison, I went at it with more bloods than anything.
Yeah.
So I put 1090 on my handle because of that. And then my name is Jake. So I wasn't finna just go change my name to some other fucking thing. No, I'm gonna stand on my name. Y'all know Jake's is being this. Well, I'm gonna be that other one.
See, so cats don't notice, Jake. The whole world's probably fucking wondering because I ain't never heard it anywhere.
No, I mean a lot of people be wondering, but then at the same time with 1090, like you got to think 1090 was old lingo. Now you got 1090 G's is a whole fucking gang in New York that ain't got shit to do with us. So this it's gone further than what it is. But the original 1090 was set tripping. So it's like. That's more or less how that shit came about.
Jay, I appreciate the fact you broke it all down to me, dog, because I'm having a tough time trying to connect with cats in your narrative and your age, bro, because I just don't stand it. And a lot of us older cats.
But it's the same thing for us though, because it be like, all right, to be real, like
that's why these conversations have to happen.
It ain't really no older homies. Like the young homies is running the block now, and the old heads is shook because they popping the old heads too. But it's just like
facts.
We be looking at it like we just get hated on by older motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, oh, they just be hating. And you know how it is when you get locked up. Like, if you got locked up in the 90s, they're going to say the 80s were worse. You got locked up in the 2000s, they're going to say the 90s was worse. So no matter what we do, somebody, an older motherfucker will be like, man, it was worse when we was doing it. It was worse when we was... So it's just like, it's always like hate from an older generation.
I'm glad we did this, man, because I'm trying to figure it out. That's
the other thing, because you from Rhode Island, so I'm sure you got some type of knowledge on the homies from New York and shit, right? So like, I don't know if you've seen my pictures and shit, but I done been like next to like founders.
No, I get it. But like I said that all came from your ties out of Florida when you was younger. Nothing about what I said is not a fact.
But you also got to think, they wasn't even going down to Florida at that point in time. A lot of this is more recent. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I said.
This is
you didn't plug in with these cats
they not in
on.
nothing no more, but it's just like
but when you plugged into these places, it was later on. It wasn't when you was a youngster. You was already a grown-ass man, right or wrong?
Of course, but let's break that down in itself. What 16-year-old from a random block is just going to be tied in for no reason?
I'm just saying, what I said was the truth.
Because I know homies, there's homies in Texas. There's homies in Texas that haven't met nobody out wherever.
But would you agree your recognition from these other blocks came after they was able to see who you were? Like,
of course.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, that's all I said. Of course. You know what I'm saying?
Because to be honest with you, we really didn't have a purpose in fucking...
Yeah.
Like, there was no... I was just... Before that, I was just another jit from the hood.
Yeah.
So, it's like, what is going to be enticing? Like, what's going to make a motherfucker be like, yo, I want to meet him. I want to get next to him.
I can dig it, bro. I've been plugged in random motherfucker. I didn't get tied into the...
Yeah. But it's like, the West Coast and all that. It's the same shit with the rappers. You can be anybody from the hood, claiming whatever, but if you a rapper, you going to start getting next to the other big dogs. And then once they know you really get in the bag...
I didn't get to meet any like cats from like older cats from different blocks and shit like that until I was fucking in my 30s. Same shit, like from doing the music and bouncing around coast to coast and shit. That's why I was trying to tell people earlier, like, people don't realize when somebody says check in, it's not like going to ask permission to be there. Like when you're checking in, all you're doing is plugging in with your friends that you've made over the years that are there, so they know you're in the area, so you're not just blindly showing up and then something can happen because you ain't got nobody to lean on. So checking in ain't about like, 1090's over here. I got to go talk to him, make sure it's okay. Or he's got to talk to me. That's not how it works. When you got your people out there, checking in is only letting them know you're good. You're sliding through. Oh, what's up? I ain't seen you in a minute. I'm coming by. You know what I mean? It's like that kind of shit. It's like calling before you go to somebody's house. But the whole
and then
younger generation thinks different about it.
Because of how everything is now with the YouTube and podcasts, everybody wants to network too. So it's like motherfuckers will want to get next to you, not even on no other shit, but just on some like, yo, we can network.
Oh yeah.
This is what I do. This is what you do. Let's see if we can make something happen. Whatever. You know what I'm saying?
No,
So
I
it's
get
just
it,
like,
though. Dude,
but I mean, me personally, like I don't fucking met a whole lot of goddamn people. And it's like if you don't do that, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you tap in, oh, you wasn't tapping in back then. No shit, I was legit. And then you tap in now, oh, why you tapping in now? And then if you don't tap in, oh, you ain't
So you're
showing love
damned
to
if
the
you
shit
do
you
or
claim to
don't.
be. And
Yeah, you're damned if you
yeah,
do,
it's
damned
just
if
no
you don't.
matter what, somebody always got some shit to say about it. It's just
Oh,
like
yeah.
you can't fucking do everything right.
Yo, the whole world just expected us to fucking beef, bro. They just expected us to get on here and have
That
some
shit's
big going on.
tiring, and it really don't even make no like. It's
I'm so
fucking
over it.
bullshit.
Oh God. Imagine you're
Yeah,
28
it's
and feel
just.
like that. Oh God, Jake. You don't even know. I gotta build
I mean,
myself
bro,
up to beef now.
like I'll tell you, there's been some shit. There's been some situations that never made it to YouTube.
Yeah, hell yeah, of
Like
course.
the Pinot shit. The Pinot shit was all
I
over
don't.
YouTube,
Can
and
you
that
help
was
me
back in
understand
the
this?
beginning.
Help me understand why all the youngsters feel like they gotta film all their fucking evil deeds. Why and our generation, we did everything we could to stay away. You know how much different the game was, Jake, before ballistics, before fucking GSR tests on the scene, before
Shit
cameras
was
on every
crazy.
bro. It was
Yeah.
treachery. It was treachery. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, that's another. All right, that's another thing, right? Let me bring this up too, because this is a
Please
valid point.
help me know.
People be talking about the JIT camps in Florida,
Yeah.
like it's a fucking juvenile detention
I was
center.
down there. I lived in Daytona for years. I was in one of those fucking places. A real prison.
Anybody will tell you the JIT camps are the most bussin' fucking
Yeah.
shits you can be in.
It's the
We
same thing up
didn't.
here.
So just like how you said back then there was no cameras, we was in dorms with no cameras, open bay, bunk beds. We high custody,
It's like
close
gladiator
custody.
school.
Motherfuckers got to sleep with a rag on their face so you don't get your shit cut open while you sleeping.
Yeah.
They dropping footlockers off on bitches' heads. They holding them down and poking them up on the bunk,
Yo, that's
trying to
how
light a
shit.
bitch
Yo,
on
shit was.
fire.
Yo,
Like
it's crazy. It's like that everywhere.
the
Cause
JIT camps
upstairs,
was
up
busting.
here.
But at the same time, I did a year at one of the worst adult prisons before I went home. I hit
Yeah.
ACI. I was 19. I was the
Yeah.
second youngest kid on that compound.
You had to be the
And
only
I
white
was
dude.
mobbing with the
You was the only
homies.
white dude.
I was the only white blood.
Yeah, he was the only white dude.
There was other whites,
Yeah, but you
but
was the
they
only white
weren't
dude down with the team.
with my team. There was some white GDs, I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie. And
There's white
there was one
gangbangers
white.
everywhere. People don't realize there's a white
Yeah,
boy in every hood.
there was a white boy who was in Unforgiven, which is basically Florida's version of like the skinheads. And he was rocking out, but he fucked with a lot of because they respected him.
Yeah, facts.
You know, like he went knife for knife with a homie. They banged it out, and then both got out of confinement and was fine on the compound. Like he was well respected because he did his shit. You know what I mean? But I was 19 on that compound, so it's like people be talking like, "Oh, I was here and I did this." It's like, bro, you was 26, 27, 35, and you ain't got a DR for hurting no fucking body. I was 18, 19, 20, and I got DRs for popping shit, scars from getting popped. Like, I done did this shit, and I got it out my system at that age, and now 28 years old,
You better
making what
find
I'm
a
making
different
off
way.
of
You
this
can't
shit.
survive 40 fucking years going through it like that.
Nah, nobody want to do all that shit, bro.
No, hell no. I'm
Nobody
glad
want to
we
do that
talked,
shit.
dog, because I was fucking dude. When I seen the picture, that made me upset. The whole Pinot shit. You don't know how many youngsters really fucking fuck with you, dog. I know you know, but I don't think you really, really know the influence you have.
There's a lot, but you know what a
It's a
lot of
big
people don't take into
responsibility, Jake. I only got 50,000 followers, bro.
you know what a lot of people don't take into consideration? How many people really want to see you crash, though?
Truck Gordon is in the
Cause
building, Jake. Legendary Truck Gordon, season 19 winner of the Ultimate Fighter. Truck Gordon, salute, baby. He's in here watching. He's a
shout out to
positive
bro.
brother, too. He be always trying to get back and, you know what I mean, do the right thing with it. But yeah, dog, like,
Yeah.
it's a big responsibility, Jake. I don't know how cats would have the type of following you have even do it, bro. Because I got 50,000
All right,
followers. I had to shut off all my notifications.
let me say this to you, right? Because this is something that anybody's gonna deal with when you essentially take an L in the public eye.
Yeah.
So how you said, I don't know how you let him pull up on you and that happen and you ain't doing it. So what if I responded to that video, right? And I tagged you with it. I'm like, all right, you said this, watch this. And then all of a sudden somebody get whatever. Now I'm gone.
Yeah,
You feel me? I crashed out.
Of course.
So people don't see the other side. Yeah, there's people that fuck with you, but there's way more people that pretend to fuck with you that just want to see you crash.
Jake, absolutely.
There's way more people that are gonna try to antagonize you. Man, you should have hopped out and did this.
Yeah,
and then you look on their fucking profile,
I agree.
and they got a collection of fucking Legos in the background, but they 38 living with their mother.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, you the one talking all this shit? Like, come on, man. Stop that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, stop, especially if you've been in the streets and however the situation played out, bro, it played out like that for a reason, a good reason.
Jake, right? Honestly, you want some advice? You got a big platform, bro. You can get the bag off it. You should put that brother in a fucking ring and put the beats on him, Jake. Can you please do that for the Gatekeeper? Can you please?
You know why I won't?
Why?
Because I'm doing him a favor.
No. Jake.
How?
You can fully repent later, motherfucker. You don't have to let it all go.
Nah. But just think of the situation though, because I know people that know him, and like he still talks like, damn, I was supposed to be getting money like that. Like he going through it right now. He got child support cases.
Oh, so I get why you're the same. I'm the same way. I wouldn't do it for somebody if I really had an issue. I'm not doing it with somebody. Put the bag in his
all
pocket.
Your lawyer money your mother's paying for. You back living with your fucking mother.
So you're not gonna pay his lawyer bills.
Why would I even put 5 bands in your fucking pocket?
I get it.
Why would I do that?
No, Truck Gordon said
I can make hundreds of thousands talking about how you fucked up and you can't make 5 bands without mentioning my name.
Hey, I got
he never even made that.
Just because you slid through
if I fight somebody, you got to think, bro, it's a blessing because I can pull the 6-figure fight.
Yo, Jake, no bullshit, right? Just because you pulled up like a real one, right? Truck Gordon said, I'm sure he'll do it for any fight. He said he will train you. This brother is an assassin, Jake. He's an assassin. Jake, I don't know if you follow the UFC. Assassin, and he's a family man. So this is Truck. Big Truck Gordon.
And MMA big out here too.
Yeah, dog. He said he'll train you. See, Jake? See, everything happens for a reason, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Truck's my guy. I love a Truck. Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it should be. I mean, I was back in boxing out here. I'm not gonna say what gym, but I was doing my thing out here. And I mean, I've spoke to somebody who's got a decent sized channel. Yeah, a little bit bigger than me. Because I'm not small. I'm like 6'6'1", 300 pounds.
Get out
of
here.
I'm not no small
dude. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Jake, you want to box? You want to do it for the culture?
How big are you?
I'm 6'3", 285.
See, we're not that far apart.
Oh, hell no. Let's do it for the culture, Jake. Let's do it for the culture.
We're not that far apart.
We get it,
I ain't
Jake.
Gonna cap. I need somebody that's going to bring me the same type of bag, though. So the person
Jake, I'm going to tell you this right now.
Big-ass following.
I got my sponsors, and believe me, I got people that'll plug. If this takes off, I got a professional fighter right now, Jared Tillinghast, that said he would train me. Truck can get in on this and look in on us and set up the whole. We can shoot the reality show around this, Jake. We can shoot a reality show around this, Jake. From the hoods to the what? Let's do it.
Look at your eyes lighting up. See, you should have just DM'd me, dog.
See, I know now I fucked up. It's never gonna happen. Jake's getting off the phone like fuck the Gatekeeper.
Shit crazy, bro.
Yo, Jake, honest to God, man, my whole opinion about you changed as a person, brother, and I appreciate you pulling up. And I'm a real one, Jake. I'm not gonna bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not afraid of looking like a pussy or having people run their mouth. I'm 44 years old. I don't give a fuck what nobody thinks. You know what I'm saying? And I respect the fuck out of you pulling up and explaining some shit to me, dog, because I'm gonna tell you, I'm having a tough time grasping what this younger generation is all about, bro. You know what I mean?
Nah, I mean, honestly, bro, like, I don't necessarily know who you specifically talked to in Boston, as far as
everybody I knew. I asked anybody I knew from Boston. There wasn't no gang members or anything like that, but anybody I knew in Boston. Anybody, like any friend I had.
But were they your age though? Because realistically, like, what 44-year-old is gonna know me?
It's not a problem. I'm a hip hop artist, Jake. I be battle rapping and all that shit. I be in the game with all the young bucks out here. When it comes to the music in New England, I'm plugged in. Yeah. Even out of Jersey and all. I got a song with Shaquille O'Neal, Arsenal the Rebel, and my dog King Handsome called The Hitters. No bullshit. Like, so I got a good plug. You know what I mean? Like, trust me, bro. Like, I'm plugged in. It's just I don't ask nobody with a status or a platform for favors. I'm not somebody that would ever lean on, like, bro, I know so many people in the hip-hop game, and, like, I know producers of the Vice Network, all kinds of people that I ran into over the years. I don't ask them for nothing. You know what I mean? Never. Did he freeze? I think his platform went down. His phone must have died. That's good we had the conversation though, man. I'm glad. I definitely changed a little bit about the way I felt, all the way I felt, honestly. Can't even say a little bit because I changed the way I felt about a lot of that shit because it's true when he broke it down and explained it. You know what I'm saying about why he wouldn't. But shit, man, I still feel like he should get up on there and throw them joints with him. But I understand, like, being a real one, he don't want to give him the bag. I get that because I'm the same type of cat. I'm petty as a motherfucker. If I got a beef with someone, I ain't giving him the bag. I'm going to help you make money just fighting me. There's no way. I didn't realize how big 1090 Jake was. Hey, I offered him. I offered it. We might be able to do that. I'm not going to call him out like a sucker, though. Oh, maybe I will. No, I'm just playing. Look, Jake's so frozen on the screen. Yo, I'm going to stop this live. I'm going to get the fuck up off of here. That's crazy. That's kind of funny how it all goes down when you really think about it. You know what I mean? But hey, I can dig it. I just had to know, man. I just wanted to holler at him. This is all I wanted Big King to do was pull up and talk to me. You know what I mean? Help the OGs understand, man. There's a lot of cats that fucking following my page and shit that don't get it either. And there's been a big consensus about it. So I'm glad we did this. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Glad we did this. Let's go. Fucking, who else is still in here? We still got 106 people watching. His phone had to have died. So what we gonna do is I'm gonna stop this live screen recording I have.